Happy Friday! It is the precipice of another weekend. What do you think of that word?
Man,
Precipice.
I'm impressed. That's a big word. So we're on the edge of another weekend.
Okay, yeah, precipice.
I like precipice.
Precipice
I'm
is
impressed.
edge. Look it up in your dictionary. It's a real word. Hey, it's Friday. We're talking about practical stuff. How can we flesh out what we learned all week long? I know you've been faithfully watching all week, so it's going to be easy for you to kind of see how this goes. But what we've been talking about is why God leaves us with a memory to remember all the junk and hurt we've caused other people. Why would he do that? What purpose does it serve? Well, we've learned that it serves to remember the good, the bad, and the ugly is what we're going to focus on today, and the importance of those three things. Let's talk about remembering the good.
Well, Bill, as you said, the temptation that we face is to want to only remember the good. And it's great to remember the good stuff because the good stuff reminds us that God's with us. The good stuff reminds us how far he's brought us. The good stuff is recounting the positive ways in which God's walked with us. So we ought not forget those good things about God's presence and God's help.
He told the Israelites over 87 times in the Old Testament, and they talked about it in the New Testament too. Remember what I did for you when I took you out of Egypt. It's so important to remember the hand of God and how it moves in our lives. Second, it's important we remember the bad.
Yeah.
We should keep our sin always before us.
Yeah, and the reality is we don't want to remember the bad. We want to forget the bad. But there is benefit to remembering, hey, that was not a pleasant experience. I remember that, and I don't want to go back there. Because if I'll remember that and remind myself that I don't want to go back there, now I have a perspective that allows me then to turn to him and say, God, help me not go back there.
So this just hit me. To remembering those bad, to put yourselves in the shoes of those you hurt, to go that deep into it is maybe a good thing at times because Because
Yes.
it keeps us from wanting to hurt them again that way.
Absolutely, and it reminds us that we don't want to ever go there again.
Yeah, remind us. Don't let it just be a regret. And finally, we are told in the Bible to remember the ugly. And the ugly truth is we have an enemy.
That's right, Bill, and that enemy is ugly. Because that enemy wants to destroy us. That enemy wants you to not progress in recovery. That enemy wants you to not have joy or gratitude. And that enemy wants to convince you that he's not really a problem, but that person is a problem, or that person is a problem, or that person is a problem. Reality is they're not my enemies. He's my enemy, and I need to be aware that he's there. And I need to be aware that he's actively looking for ways to bring me down. If I remember that, now I can use the strength and the tools that God gives me to overcome.
Get behind me, Satan. So we remember the good, we remember the bad, we remember the ugly. And it's not that God was like sadistic in leaving us this memory and wanting us to struggle. And it's not that it was an oversight. There was real purpose to it.
Yeah. There was a movie, like 5,000 First Dates or something like that. You remember that movie?
Yeah, the Sandler movie?
Yeah.
50 First Dates?
Every day, every time they went out on a date, she had forgotten their previous date. Dude was frustrated.
Good point.
And, because it's no fun to forget what you've already done, even if it wasn't good. It's not a good thing to forget. We need to remember, and by remembering, we're able to experience more joy, experience more grace, experience more love, and it grows and grows and grows. Remember.
That's
It's a good thing.
stuff. Amen. Guys, it's been a good week. We've enjoyed being with you. You can count on the fact that we'll be here next week as well. Love you. Make it a great weekend.
Bye, guys.